Hey everybody, welcome to Chalk Talk with T.O., the real T.O. This is where we break down the Dallas Cowboys, America's team. No fluff, no hot takes, no empty generalizations. Just the real X's and O's. We'll dive into what the players are doing, what the coaches are calling, and how it all comes together on Sundays. You'll get a preview of the upcoming games, what to expect from the offense, the defense, and the adjustments that really matter. All we do here is give you what the eye in the sky shows. No fake hype, just real ball talk. So if you're a passionate Dallas Cowboys fan who wants the details behind the game and the real football, you're in the right place. Let's get into it, baby. So today here, our very first video on Chalk Talk with T.O., as you can see in the title, is Dak back. We're going to break down how Dak Prescott played against the Philadelphia Eagles this past Thursday night. And we'll tell you about like how we think where he is now and what to expect moving forward. So as we get into it, we got Dak Prescott here. This is what he did in 2024, 65% completion percentage, just under 2,000 yards passing, the 11 TDs to 8 interceptions. Obviously, that's not great, even just for missed 9 games. So that's not the greatest, but when Dak Prescott plays on time and in rhythm, he's trusts his eyes to match where his feet are going with the football. He can be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. I've heard a lot of like NFL pundits, I use quotations on that, and fans saying Dak Prescott can't throw with timing and anticipation, and especially he can't do it on deep balls outside the numbers. I'm here to tell you and to show you, not only in this game, but on other videos we'll get through it throughout the year, that is complete BS. You'll even have a few clips here of when like week 1 versus the Cleveland last year where he like put it right on the numbers. In this game, if Lamb doesn't drop the ball like 4 or 5 times, I think Dallas has a real shot of winning this game. But we're not in the what ifs here on Chalk Talk with Teal, so let's get into it, baby. Here at the All-22 now, guys. Let's take a quick look at it. So we see the safety coming down. I don't know if you saw that safety. You see my cursor right here. Blankenship coming down. We're going to get the motion here by CeeDee Lamb. This linebacker is going to come down like we saw on the broadcast view for that penny look, that 5x1 look. We're going to get this beautiful play by Dak and CeeDee Lamb. Watch this come down. Boom. We're going to see this hard instep or this hard inside release by CeeDee Lamb. Takes 1-2, even pushes that vertical even more. Beautiful pocket. Now, this is one thing quick. Sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. So we got this vertical stem, big inside in between the hash and the numbers. Look at Adoree Jackson here, number 8, at the bottom of the screen. You can see his back plate and his number showing to us. He's thinking that he's going to go vertical here or anything over the top or maybe this long crosser or deep post or anything like that. So he's trying to get on his upfield shoulder. What he does, though, is he gets too high up. So the CD takes massive advantage of that. Takes one step inside. Outside. He'll take another step inside and then bang off his hip. This is just beautiful. See that? Boom. Awesome. Let's quickly slow that down. Watch this. 1, 2, outside, inside. See ya, sucker. Perfect. Now let's quickly go back to this throw by Dak Prescott. Okay, so here we go. We get the snap. 1, 2, 3. Ball fake. 4, 5. Gathers himself. Hitch a little step, and then ball out. So this is kind of what I was saying before, is where I would like to see it. And again, I'm not Dak Prescott. I'm not his quarterback coach, but I would like to see his like how vertical he is standing up right here. If he just gets that front foot and that base a little bit lower, now he's able to friggin' launch the ball. And he can put it like more so on a rope like right here. And then CD's catching it now. Probably about right now he's catching it, and then he's able to probably get to that pylon. But, again, like, now we're just picking hairs. You know what I mean? Like, that's just nitpicking. So Dak does a beautiful throw. Do not miss the layups. So let's go here. The end zone view. We get the linebacker coming down. Got a 5-man front, 5-by-1 penny look. Safety coming down. They're thinking run. 1, 2. See that? See that fake, guys? I'd like to see that, like, extend that. Go back a little bit here. Right there. Right here. Extend that arm out, like, flat. So these guys see ball, go ball. Especially this guy. He's going to get it. I believe that's a coaching. So he doesn't even take a step. Like, he knows that's play action. But Dak, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 1, 2. Hitch, perfect. See, right here, I would like to see that front foot in the ground already, the base loaded. Then he doesn't have to take that extra hip, bounce. But nevertheless, great play. Awesome job. Can't go wrong with a 20-plus yarder on the first drive. So, cool, guys. We'll see you on the next play. So here we are at the all-22 view, the wides view. So what we're going to get here, like I said, we got the 3-by-1, as you can say, with the tight end. Back set to the field. We're going to get this fast motion by Turpin here. He's going to come up into a vertical. We're going to get Pickens come into a vertical right here. A lazy one in my opinion. And then we get CeeDee Lamb coming on this Y cross here. Now, defensively by the Eagles, let's go over it quickly and then we'll rewind it. So, you got Eagles in quarters look here. As the motion goes over, you see Cooper DeJean signaling it. You get the two verticals at the top. And then you get CeeDee Lamb coming over on that Y cross. Yeah, and just an awesome, awesome stuff. So, we'll just bring this back quick. Awesome. So, this is what I want you guys to look at. Yes, this is a video about Dak Prescott, obviously, but let's look at what the Eagles are doing here. Eagles play in Vic Fangio's defense, play a ton of match quarters here. So, when we want to look at match quarters here, we want to look at what Cooper does here. He's playing this technique like match, carry, deliver. So match, if this guy goes out to the flat, if CeeDee Lamb goes out to the flat, I'm going to match him to the flat. If he goes underneath, anything 5 yards or under, he's going to deliver that to the middle linebacker here. If he goes anything over 7 yards, I'm going to carry him to the DB here, to the safety, and then look for anything coming back across this way. So we get this fast motion here. So now he knows it's a different place. So now he knows I'm going to look for anything coming this way, anything leaking over by the tight end, anything going vertical to the tight end, and now this back end is going to take the Y cross. Okay? See how he looked at him? Did you guys see how he looked over at him? So we knew he's got that something over there. So if we look at the top of the screen here, we're going to get this fast motion here. I do think this could be a clear out by George Pickens. In my opinion, I do think George Pickens should stem this more inside to get this safety to kind of come in more, and then you can almost have this shot play here if you want to with Turpin, who's got a ton of speed. It also makes this wide open more so for CeeDee Lamb. You know what I mean? As Adore Jackson's kind of pointing to him, that's a tough cover. But anyway, let's just back it up. So this is just what I see. I think George Pickens had a good game. But if he stems this inside the middle of the numbers and gets on top of the bottom of the numbers right here, he also slows right down. There's no way this is going anywhere. You know what I mean? But look at this big, huge hole right here. If the protection aligns up properly. We'll get the end zone view of what Dak does, but look, half roll out here, sprint out, gets a guy right in his face, swipes the arm down like we saw. Eyes, look at this too. If you can see it, we'll see on the end zone view, but eyes downfield. Look where his eyes are, downfield. 2 hands on the football, moving to his left. About to throw, gets a hand up down there. Puts a ball accurately moving with a guy on his hip. That's just awesome, guys. What more else can you want from Dak Prescott on that? Honestly. Okay, here's the end zone view. We'll slow this down even more. I kind of want to let you guys know here, or show you about this concept, and let's see if it happens against the New York Giants. But you're going to get this fast motion, my apologies, and then watch right here. I think this is Tyler Booker, the new guard from Alabama. He's going to pull, and then you're going to get this fake. Again, like we shot with the So with the last play action, I would like to see Dak extend this football a little bit more. See right there? Like get his hands out a little bit more down so we can get these linebackers. This is essentially one linebacker and then two safeties here, or a nickel, big nickels. But get those guys to come down a little bit more. Also with Tyler Booker, I mean, I know it's hard, but like get it. Like my coaching point with him, and I'm not an O-line guy at all. I'm more of a receivers, DBs kind of guy, but like have him like sprint a little bit more and almost like he's gonna pull into this hole. You know what I mean? Just to get this guy to come up a little bit more. But anyway, half sprint out. We're looking for some back deep. See, I was right. Not to pat myself on the back. He's looking at that back safety back here. See where his eyes are? I think they wanted like you could take that one. We can take that shot. You know what I mean? If it's there, we're going to take this alert here, this shot down the field, and then number 2 underneath here. Just in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, but this is so tight to the sideline. Like, how are you going to get that? Anyway, we already went over that, but we'll quickly get this through. CeeDee Lamb making guys miss. Man, he's so good. But anyway, get the fast motion, the fake, the pull by the guard, half sprint out. Now, our tackle, that's not our tackle, that's our guard. No, it's not. That's our center. And yeah, what was that, Jordan Davis? He's a friggin' big boy, man. Look at that long arm to the chest, pushes him back. That's just power. Gets through. Dak, 2 hands on the football, steps up. 2 hands on the football, swipes him off. Guyton gets beat, but that's a tough block and a very long block to ask for. 2 hands on the ball. Like, come on, guys. CeeDee Lamb, let's just quickly, like I said, I'm a receivers guy. This is for all you guys playing receiver at any level. If you're like 5 years old, if you're 10 years old, if you're 15 and 25, or even 35 years old playing in a men's football league, watch what CeeDee Lamb does. This is what they teach you at every age. Catch the ball away from your body. 2 hands, look at his eyes. Look at his head. His head, like, look at the stripe of the football, does not leave that ball. The point of the football. Look at that. He's got the diamond shape. Point of the football. Look at this right here. This is what I want to see. If you guys can look at this, oh, God. Man, this is so awesome. Look where his eyes are, like right on the point of the football. Boom, snatch it underneath. Awesome, awesome job. Wonderful. See you on the next play, guys. So here we are on that play. Second quarter, 3rd and 5, 20 seconds left. Dallas had started this drive on their 20-yard line with like under a minute. This is a big down. Big down. If they don't get this, if this is like an incompletion, then they're punting the football away. So this is another reason why I thought Brian Schottenheimer did a good job. Dak, perfect ball. Like this is like something that you just can't miss. And for a 9-year vet like Dak Prescott, like he's not going to really miss these too often. So we got 2x2 set here. The back set to the boundary. It's gonna, like I said, it's gonna give a ton of room. Watch the inside route. He's just gonna push this inside. Really doesn't really like look for the football because he just wants to push inside here and get this void right here for George Pickens to come up and pop this like 3-step or this 4-step 5-yard slant and get this ball to him right on top of the numbers here. Looks like right here we got that too high shell again that Philadelphia loves, Vic Fangio special. So let's run the film. Oh, I don't know why I went back so fast. But it's okay. Got the quick 1-2, boom. This is taken away. Tight coverage. Dak sees it, boom. And let's just go back a little bit here. Which ones do you guys want to like take? Right-handed quarterback, we got Cooper DeJean, who's a physical, great nickel linebacker slash corner. He's a hybrid, tackles well, covers well. You know, I got Dak knows. Sorry, he's got a double slant here, double slant. We got this guy playing like literally right on top of him and a slant here. This is going to be a tight throw and a very hard throw. We got our corner to the field here. He's playing like 6 yards off, a bit outside shade. We know we got a nice void right here. Like he's just going to push us 1-2 to think vertical and boom, snap it in. So let's run it. Dak takes a quick peek. Do you see that? A quick peek because it moves this guy. See, he just moves this linebacker. This is like kind of like a veteran thing. A quick peek. Watch. Snap. Quick peek. Feet come or head comes over. Tight base. He knows where the ball's going. Boom. Like that's just a great throw. I'd like to see George Pickens like a little bit more snappy, but see how he's like really high and like he takes those little 2 steps at the top of his route? Like fire off, bro. Like, I want to see that 1-2, these 2 steps, like, fire off, and you're almost, like, right here to, like, 3 yards downfield. When he takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know what I mean? And he's kind of rounding it off. Like, snap that down, bro. But Dak, anyways, it's all about Dak. So, gets the snap, 1, 2, back foot plants. See what I mean with... This is what I was kind of talking about with that first clip that I showed you. See how his back foot is planted? His base is much lower. He's about to drive. Once that foot plants, front foot plants, the ball comes out. He starts snapping the ball. See, look at that. Boom. The ball's like, boom. Foot down, boom. Foot down, boom. I'd like to see him rotate through the hips a little bit more, but look at that. Right in his chest. And bobbles it. If he wouldn't have caught that, I mean, what else can you do? So, excuse me. We'll go from the end zone view. This makes it even better. Calling out some protections. Dak sees it. There's a quick little peek. 1-2, boom. Knows exactly where he's going with the football. Gets it. Quick little peek at the backer. Boom. Moves him over. This is why the NFL is so awesome, man. And like I was saying, when you see it on the broadcast, these are very, very minute details, but it makes a world of difference. It makes a world of difference, not just for this play. Like you see it on TV, you're just like, oh yeah, easy slant, whatever. On to the next one. No, it's not. Because this will play out throughout the season, and you'll see it on other game films, other breakdowns. And this is why the NFL and football is awesome. When Dak takes that peek at him, this moves this guy or just holds this guy just for a half second. Because maybe later on they want to hit that, or maybe on film versus another team, they hit that, and Dak even emphasizes just a little bit more and moves this guy from the hash to maybe over top right here to get something backside over here. You know what I mean? So just watch it quickly. Gets the snap. See a little quick little look? Looks at him. Makes that safety come. And then, sorry. I get excited here, guys, because I love the football. Gets the snap. Look, sees him. That moves that linebacker slash safety, whatever you want to call him, for a quick step. And then now he's got a boom. Comes back. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff, man. Look at that. Bang. Right in the chest. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That moves the ball down the field too. Like I said, if that ball doesn't get completed, kicking a punting it and doesn't result into anything moving the chains. All right, on to the next one, guys. All right, so this is the very next play. And the reason why I wanted to show these two plays back to back was not only to demonstrate Dak Prescott and just doing a wonderful job of being accurate, being a great quarterback, knowing what's happening pre-snap, knowing what he's getting post-snap, has command of the line of scrimmage, knows where to set the protections, all that great stuff, and also to show you that Schottenheimer called another great play, back-to-back great plays, called a timeout to set up, prior to this play, to set up for a field goal. So if that 3rd and 5 doesn't happen from the play before, then this doesn't set up this play, and then they don't get a field goal, and then they're now going into the half down 4 rather than being down 1. So let's quickly go over this. So quickly here again, we got a 2x2 to the field this time. So what do you think? Maybe are they going to throw another? They don't have timeouts. Are they going to throw another quick slant here? Cool. Philadelphia's thinking throw a quick slant. All right. We'll just let you catch it underneath, and then we'll tackle you on to the next half. Look at the top here, though. Here's where I want you guys to look at. Look at the top. Press on with their best man, our best guy, man on man. Who can win? Let's see what happens here. So, at the top, nice. You just get a nice little... So what we're going to get here, we'll go over it quickly in the all-22, but you're going to get a quick little 1-2 quick slant here. Quick little 1-2 now route, and then you get this flat over top of here. This is a really basic, like you learn this at every little slant, flat. Sometimes they'll run the slant over top of the flat so the flat can get under here. Right now they're going to throw this, the out or the flat over top of the slant, just in case this is so covered up and this guy's able to get here, so we over top here, so we're able to get like a little natural rub. The bottom doesn't really matter here, but we'll just show you the routes. They're pressing. Yeah, exactly. Get 2 verticals, kind of stems at the bottom. Great ball. Great ball. Now, I'm going to go through this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bang. And then we'll go back to the all-22. But I'm not going to show this on the all-22. But look at how Schottenheimer has them set up and ready. Like, they practice this. They've practiced this over and over. So this is something that is awesome to see if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan. And as I kind of scroll through it quickly, I just want to talk about Dak. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hitches up, doesn't hitch, 1, 2, 3, great drop back, great play. Quickly see it. 1, 2, 3, boom, back foot hits, ball out. Perfect. See on the all. So here on the all-22. Kind of quickly went over it on the broadcast view, but we got man-on-man to the top. We got a really really far off alignment from this bottom DB here. We know it's man. How do we know it's man? Look at the nickel here, or the star, Cooper DeJean. He's up on him. They don't want to give away anything quick. Look at Quinyon Mitchell. Their best, like I said, versus our best on CeeDee Lamb. You got a wide 9-tech way over here, outside here. So this will slow down this receiver. He's got to get in through here, but that also helps with slowing down the rush. And you got a DB just capped right over top of him. And then you got 2 deep safeties. Obviously don't want to take anything deep. And then you got the Mike here, just playing over top of the running back. So let's take a quick look at it. Boom. Gets the ball. 1, 2, back foot hits. Ball's out. Awesome. Awesome job. CeeDee Lamb makes a nice catch. People were knocking CeeDee Lamb about all his drops, and rightfully so. That's a fair criticism. That's a fair thing to say. CeeDee's got to catch better balls. He is like their best player on offense for sure. And you get paid tons of money. Like, there's some balls that he's got to drop in. I'm sure, and he said that too. But this is why he is good as what he is, and why he gets paid so much money. Things like balls like this and plays like this. Look at this. Inside leverage comes up, nice little split release. You know what I mean? Gets both feet. Nice little 1-2 split release. Gets his hands off him. Boom. Dak, ball. Right on him. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Awesome. You got Pickens coming in on the bottom here on just this lazy dig route. You got this guy spraying here. So if Dak wanted to, he could go look one here, 2 here, and then come back 3 to this dig. There's just a clear out over here, and then you could come 4 to the back. I'll just quickly rewind it. I mean, if you want to talk like pure progression, this is what it is. Oops, I went forward. But so yeah, so you're looking one for CD right here, this now slant. You're looking two on this flat here. This guy's clearing out here. You're looking three on this backside dig if it holds up, and then you're getting this swing four right here by the running back. But yeah, Dak knows exactly where he wants to go with the football. Great footwork, great rhythm, great timing, and puts it very accurate throw right on, again, like we saw with George Pickens, right on the numbers. Schottenheimer making it easy for him. Boom. Awesome. We'll watch the all-22. Look at the offensive linemen, guys. Look at this. This is awesome. This is what great coaching is. And like I said, I didn't think Schottenheimer was gonna be like this, but this is what like a coach like Andy Reid does. Even Nick Sirianni, who I think is very underrated. I think he's a wonderful coach. Like all these big time coaches, this is what they do. And a first time coach should do this. Like this is practice. They practice this. Catch, Kate. Everyone's getting down. Look at the lineman. CeeDee Lamb. Look at what CeeDee Lamb here is. This is the details again, guys. This is the details. Give it to center. Give it to the center. The center now. Look. Where's the O? Oh yeah, they kind of go over it here, but let's see if we can find it on this one. On this view. Look at Dak getting down. Look at the center. He's looking. Where is he? Where is he? Cool. Does a great job. Gives it to the ref. The ref puts it down, and they go and kick a field goal heading into the half. Like, great job, Dak. Great job, Dallas Cowboys thus far. Nice. So the next couple plays I'm going to show here are going to be on this same drive. We got a 1st and 22 on the Eagles' 22-23 yard line. There's a couple seam balls here where I think Dak does. This one coming up, I think Dak can put a better ball, in my opinion. And then the one we're going to show after this is where I think this is where Dak can kind of get into trouble. And not almost, but in my opinion, I really think he can sometimes pre-snap really determine where he's going to go with the football and go there no matter what. But anyway, let's just quickly look at this. So we got a bunch. Not really a bunch, but like a condensed. Sorry, that's not a bunch at all. So to the field here, we got a condensed stack split. We got the tight end right here. We got a 3x2. It's an empty 11 personnel. The reason why it's 11, we got the tight end in the slot here. The number 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we got the running back as the number 1 on the bottom. So let's just play this out. We'll see the routes. We'll talk about the coverage. We got a nice little stick nod from the number 3, which is Ferguson. It's not really a stick nod, but he's going to try and like get him to go in and then get kind of like a little juke stick nod, in my opinion, to get the linebacker here, Bond, to kind of bite in here or take a false step so then we can get up the seam here, up along the hash. The number 1 at the top, he's going to run. Let's watch it again. He's going to run like a pivot. Let's go back. He's going to run a pivot. And then by number 2 here, CD, we're going to get him to go just a nice little number 7 corner route here. So by the number 1, we're going to get a nice little pivot. Number 2, we're going to get this corner here. And then by the number 3 here, where the ball goes, we're just going to get this seam right here. Now, I think where Dak is watching, and again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly sure, Dak's going to watch this safety here. If this safety kind of goes out to like the numbers here, then I got the seam. I'm going to take my best matchup here with the tight end. He thinks Ferguson can beat him. Because now I know I've got the pivot here. If the safety goes up top here, that X's out immediately the corner, right? Because we got a cap defender over top of it. So he could be reading. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly right. So Dak is reading this. He's reading 1. He's reading. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. You let me know. But he could be reading 1 right here and taking it to 2, and then coming underneath with the pivot You know what I mean? Maybe he's picking the side that he wants to go to, I believe. And yeah, you just get a vertical right here. Maybe the same kind of mirrored concept. He's going to get an under here, and then you're just going to get this 7 route again over here. So you're kind of almost like, it's like a mirrored concept, although this guy in the bottom's not running a pivot because he's not as athletic as the receiver up top here. But you're going to get this under here. You're going to get this number 7, this corner route, and we're going to try to open up the field versus a middle field open look. So just on the broadcast here, this is where I think Dak does makes the right read. He's got good timing. Now this is where the accuracy, in my opinion, just has to be a bit better. We're going to play this out, and then we'll hit the all-22. See, nice little stick. Boom. Get over top of him. He's got it. Now the ball, in my opinion, has got to be on top of his head. Like, put this up high so he can go vertical a bit more. You know what I mean? See how high the ball hits the back of Bond's head? So we get a good look at it right there. We'll get a good look at it on the... Nice. So here we are on the all-22. So it's pretty much exactly what I said concept-wise for the Dallas Cowboys. At the top here, the number 1 receiver, he's going to run a pivot. We're going to get CeeDee Lamb on this pylon here, this deep corner route. Ferguson's going to run this stick little nod and get to the seam. We got George Pickens here doing the same thing as CeeDee. He's going to push this to about 12 to 13, 15 yards. He's going to hit to that corner. We got the running back here who's going to just hit the flat. He's not going to do a pivot because it's a harder route to run for a running back versus a receiver, and why put that on him? Now, defensive-wise, I think this is a Tampa 2. Maybe Fangio plays it a little bit different. The reason why I say that is if you watch these DBs, like these inside DBs here, the nickel or the dime or whatever you call it, I don't know their personnel package very well, but I know he is the Gene. He's like their star nickel player. So yeah, but the weird thing is so Cooper does exactly what I thought. Like, if you get a vertical, he's going to get hands on him, reroute him to slow down that route, and then he's going to carry that to the safety and then get underneath anything. But the guy at the bottom here, he carries it, but then he goes with it. He matches it, which is kind of interesting. We get the corners playing these just cloud flats here, and then we get the DBs. Well, they are DBs, but you get the safeties playing these 2 high safeties here. So you got a middle field open look. And then we got Bond here, who's just going to run the pull here. He's just going to wall off number 3, which is right here. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to wall off number 3 in Tampa 2. So that's what we get. So Dak, right here, looks over here to this safety to see if this safety is going to come across. He knows that he doesn't. He knows he's got cover 2. Knows exactly what he has. Takes his drop, hitch, and then see, again, this is the only kind of knock where I'll give this on Dak. Great footwork, great drop back, great hitch, all in rhythm. Great read. That's exactly where we want to go with the football. You can see his eyes right here looking at this safety here. Maybe he's looking to see if he's coming down, and then he'll hit Cooper over here, or Cooper. Maybe if he sees this guy come down, then he can hit this corner right here. But when he stays here and goes to this deep half, then he knows he's got Ferguson on this seam route. So, gets to his drop, back of his drop here. Love this. I absolutely love this. He's got a nice base, gathers himself, hitch, on time, good pocket, good job by the O-line. The linebacker's out of phase, so now he's trailing him. He's behind him. They lock eyes. Cooper's got a great, runs a great route, and he's won the rep. He's won the rep. But this is where the thing is just like, Dak, come on, bro. Help us out here, man. Like, you can make this throw. Like, put this right. Sorry, not way over here, over top of him. You don't want that. But put it right on the back of his helmet, bro. Right here. So Ferguson can go up vertically with 2 hands and not have to try to, like, Randy Moss him in a way. You know what I mean? If that makes sense at all. See what I mean? See how he has to. We'll get a better look at it, but see how he has to almost like come back over him. If the ball, hopefully you can see my cursor. If the ball is kind of like above his helmet right here, that's maybe a touchdown. Maybe catches it at the 1 yard line. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look at. I would still, if I'm grading this, I would still give Dak. I'd give him a 0 grade. Like it's not a plus, it's not a minus. Like I said, he does a great job at reading the making the right read. He's got great footwork. He's on time. He's in rhythm. But just make that a little bit of a better throw to the top of of Bond's helmet. So we're gonna get a great look at the end zone view here of Dak's drop, where his eyes are, and then we'll kind of quickly go over what Ferguson does. So here we go. Dak gets it. He's looking, yeah, exactly what I thought. He's looking at that safety. If that safety comes down, he's going to go to Pickens. That safety goes to that deep half. Cool, man, I'm taking this seam right here. So he knows exactly what he's getting. Another great thing by Schottenheimer, too, is we saw this on a couple clips. Look how wide these, I think this guy's a linebacker. Again, I don't know Philly's personnel inside and out, but we know these DNs here, these rush ends. Like these are like wide 9 techniques. So if I put the tight end here and I get him on this little stick nod where where he has to stem inside, that slows down this. It slows down the rush from like big time. You know what I mean? So once Ferguson crosses face of this end, that slows down the rush. That helps out. Is that Guyton? No, sorry. Guyton's on the other side. That helps out Steele, I believe, on this pass protection, which I think is a great job by Schottenheimer. So let's go through this. First step inside, comes up to Bond's outside shoulder here, gets Bond to gets his hips right on him. So we kind of know what we're winning. Little stick, boom. Watch, look at this, guys. This is where it is. This is that false step. See that back foot he's planting? He wants to like get in on him because he thinks the ball might be coming out. Nope, see ya, pal. Great use of the hands. Great use of the hands. This is great, Ferguson. Comes up, little stick. Watch this. Swipe. See ya. Eyes get caught on the back at the quarterback. Right there. See that, guys? By number 53? Right there. Boom. Gets caught. We now have won the rep by Ferguson. He's in a trail position. He's out of phase. So if you see the bottom of the screen here where my cursor is, he's watching the eyes and he's watching the hands. So hopefully he can play through the football. And that's exactly what he does. So we can see the football coming in. If you see right in the middle between the goalposts here, that's the football. Follow it with your eyes. I will get the actual chalk to the chalk talk. But look where this goes. See? It hits almost like the back of his head. If he gets his ball up just right here, just put this ball up so Fergan has to like almost extend his arms, but just on the top of the helmet. We don't want to hit the back of the helmet, but on the top of the helmet is where we want to go with the football. And I bet you Dak would say the same thing, and that's a touchdown. Or maybe he catches at the 1 yard line, but he probably falls into the end zone. So in my opinion, that's like a miss for Dak, but man, just everything come together. You just got to make that. You just got to make that play, in my opinion. That's a play where I think Dak can seriously win that rep. And then Dallas, as you can see the score here, 20-24, they go up 3 points. And it's a different ballgame. There's that 3rd and 22, and this is kind of like that kill shot that gets Ferguson. So they go right back to it, which is kind of interesting. We get a 3-by-1 with the back set to the boundary. And it's interesting how Schottenheimer went right back to the seam. Maybe he saw something where if we can stress these safeties again, we can get the middle of the field here. So I don't really know. I'd really love to ask the question as to what were Schottenheimer and the offensive staff seeing here. What were they thinking? I mean, it's 3rd and 22. Take a shot at the end zone, I guess. You know your kicker can nail this with his eyes closed, so why not take a shot at the end zone? We just don't want to force a mistake in the red and lose points. You know what I mean? So let's get into this here. So at the bottom, we see George Pickens just take a vertical. It's It's four vertical concept. As you can see just in the broadcast view, we got four verticals. How do we know that? Look at this. So a vertical is anything 7 yards plus. We got a press down here. We got a vertical. You can see three verticals right here. So that's all it is. It's four verticals. Dak's going to pick his best matchup. As you see in the end zone, the best matchup. Now, as we see, it's essentially, I think it could be quarters. I think it could be a quarters or just two-man. Yeah, it's probably just two-man, guys. But anyway, this is kind of where, like, I think Dak just predetermines this. Like, he's just choosing his best, it's just his best option here. The safety just on the bottom. He's just reading, both safeties are reading Dak's eyes. I don't know if I really love this concept in this situation. 3rd and 22, you're taking four verticals. Like, yeah, we're playing man down here. Obviously, just pressing Pickens just so he doesn't get a free release. We know he's a big 50-50 guy, so you got two guys over top of them. Yeah, that's all they're doing, man. I mean, he wins, but where else are you going to go with the football? So here we are, all 22. Yeah, I think just Dak kind of knew what he was going to get. We'll kind of go over this. As you can see, this is what I wanted to show you. You can kind of see in the broadcast, but there was a play called, maybe it's a pass protection call, but he's checking the play. Yeah, I think it's a protection call because they see three down. Maybe because they see three down, he's calling out the mic. Maybe he's thinking that something's going to come. So Philly here is just like, bro, throw it. Throw it over us. We got three down. Cool. We don't care if you give you like 20 seconds all the time in the world. We're going to outmatch you just in numbers alone. So like we said, look at this. Got press at the bottom. This safety here, maybe he's just leaving. Maybe this is just, okay, you're on your man wherever he goes. Yeah, look, it's just two-man, guys. Exactly. It's just two-man. You may think he's got like a zone drop here, or maybe it's like quarter, half. It's not. All he's doing is he's playing man, but he's just playing like this technique where like, you're not getting outside here. I'm going to force you everything in here. The reason why they're pressing down here because it's George Pickens. Cooper DeJean just manning up here on the middle because he knows he's got the safety here. I'm just going to let you almost get to my hip and then I'll trail you. That's a tough throw. I think Dak might have the right read here, but the ball, I think, just hangs up a little too far in the air and inside. You know what I mean? So look where the safety is that pops Ferguson in the face. So again, this is where I give Dak, again, makes a protection call. Awesome. That's what we love from our 10-year veteran quarterback. We love that he's making a protection. He's got a fairly young old line. We got a rookie. We got Guyton in his second year. I mean, Steele, Beebe, right? Cooper Beebe, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's in his second or third year. So the left side of the line's very young, but then you got some veterans in Smith and in Steele. Commands the huddle, commands the line of scrimmage, puts the back to come in. But then watch this safety here. Watch this weak side safety right here to the boundary. Dak is staring right at him. Look, he gets outside of the numbers before he turns in. Dak has to put this football like right here. Like right here. He can't have this football come past this hash that he's on. In my opinion. I guess I could be wrong, but that enables this safety to come over and then lay the fucking smack on him, excuse my language. You know what I mean? Like, if that ball is right here in the middle of the field, like in between these hashes, or even like right in between like where the 2-yard line marker is and this hash, I think he probably catches it, but that just takes him right into him. I mean, great play by the safety, but just gets him blown up. You know? So, but where is Dak going to go with the football? Like, where else is he going to go? Me personally, I like Schottenheimer a lot in this game. I thought he did a great job, but just, I don't know about this, like, 4 vertical versus, like, do they have, like, take a time out here, man. Take a time out. Like, 4 verticals. Where is he going to go versus a 3-man rush? We got pressed to one of our 50-50 guys. who is obviously much slower. I mean, he's impressed, but when you do win this route, I mean, he wins. Like, that's, like, he's got him, right? He's got him, but then the ball just takes him a little too far into the other safety and he just gets wrecked. You know what I mean? So let's watch the end zone view. You'll kind of see where his eyes go. Ferguson does another great job on Bond. Comes inside, or on the, now he's manned up on a corner. Does a really good job on this. Takes his first step in, sorry. Takes his step inside. 1-2. Gets over top of him. 24 tries this. Another great job with a swipe. But look at this. See how far that, yeah, exactly, from the all-22. The ball takes him way too far inside. See, this is where, like, Dak can be, like, this is where Dak could elevate from, like, when he's playing at his best, like a top 10 quarterback. This is what kind of drops him, in my opinion. Balls like this. That's two throws that could have been TDs. Tough. There's two balls that could have been definitely TDs. Nice. So here we are. We're going to do the last two plays I'm going to show you here. These ones might hurt us a bit to relive, but it's not about what happened. It's just this video is more so about Dak Prescott and how well he played. So prior to this play, we saw Dak Prescott hit Pickens on a 3rd and 5 to extend the drive. Nice little deep out, or deep sail, and or sail route, sorry, and then Dak just put it right on him. So this is the first one. This one is a little bit tough to see on the broadcast view because you get a couple different angles of it, but it seemed like a bit jumbled here on the bottom. So we get 3-by-1 to the field. We got the back set to the boundary. We know CD is coming on this deep post route, which is really good versus quarters. We'll probably get some kind of man here or zone match. And let's see what happens. So we get 3 vertical presses, or sort of 3 vertical stems. Dak is in his drop back. Hitches. I think he wanted to throw the ball there. Look, he wanted to throw the ball there. Does a good job. Hitch. Does he need to necessarily, like, step up into that right there? I mean, he makes a wonderful throw nevertheless, but could he, like, right here slide a little bit? Again, I'm nitpicking, but steps up, puts a ball on CD. But here's kind of like where I'm saying, like, we got 2 guys and we got 2 white jerseys essentially in the same area. Like, that shouldn't happen. I'm not saying that's the reason why CD dropped it, but I mean, we don't want that, like, at all. You know what I mean? So, who's texting me? So we don't want that at all. We're going to get a quick shot of the back view here. A quick shot of his route. So you see CD on that post, gets up on his heels. Great job. You get number 1. See what I mean? Like, if he's supposed to be that clear out guy, so we can get that's interesting. So you get a vertical, you know he's going to get pressed. He's going to slow down. But then we're going to throw, he's going to slow, and then you're going to throw that over top? Like, that's a very weird concept to me. You're essentially putting 2 guys almost in the same place. Nevertheless, Dak puts it on him. You know what I mean? Like, number 1 thought he was going to go get it. Normally you want, if I stop here, get this guy to, like, sit down or dig, and then I've got this over the top. I wonder if this guy ran the wrong route. Let's go check it out. Nice. So here we are on that play. We're going to get a good look of it. So kind of like just what I thought in the broadcast view and on that back end. Like, this is a weird concept to me. Normally, like, versus this type of quarters coverage or maybe even like a quarter half. Normally, like, when you get, like, kind of 3-by-1 in quarters, the backside safety here, this weak safety, he's going to poach number 3, anything kind of coming underneath here. If this guy gets a vertical stem of, like, 7-8 yards deep, he's just going to go with them. If this guy comes, like, on a over here or anything, like, deep and out, then the nickel will, like, carry with them, and then the safety will kind of pick it up. So you almost high-low that corner route there. But usually when you get this kind of look here, you're going to bring this number 3 right here that takes him down. You can take Pickens. He's pressed again out here to clear that out. So you can get that over here because this is he's nailing down on that over. But normally when you get this and when you want quarters, you want to like some kind of like sit here, this deep comeback or this deep dig route right here. So then that makes his safety come in. So then you have this deep post over the top and you're essentially out leveraging based on the coverage technique of that corner. So this is very interesting why the number 2 here ran a vertical. Yeah, they run 3 verticals. And Pickens does this like comeback. So okay, this is where I'm going to like knock Schottenheimer. I'm not going to like this is a very weird concept to me. Like why run 3 verticals there? Like, I don't get that. Like, are you hoping that this safety picks him up? But then when the ball comes over, like, that's very weird to me. Very weird. And if number 3, like, if Ferguson, like, in my opinion, like, cross underneath here, bro. Like, what are you going to do, like, to get over top of that? Like, you essentially, like these guys are like, there's 4 guys right here. Like that's X'd out. He's trailing this. You know what I mean? He just turns around because there's nothing there for him. He picks up this. Like, yes, CD wins because it's CD. And he does a wonderful job again. 27. Quinion Mitchell had kind of a rough day, didn't he? He did good on Pickens, but look. So CD, another awesome route. Comes in, presses that outside shoulder a bit, but see how he gets him to, let me back up my words and back up the tape. So the good thing CD does is that he just doesn't run straight and then to the post, right? He comes almost at the inner half of him, so that widens out the DB even more. So then when he makes that post, now he's got a ton of room to run. You know what I mean? See, gets up on his heels. Now he can like one step, it's like a vertical / post. Like this is there. But this is very weird to me why they're going to run 3 verticals. These guys are just right beside each other. But let's go back. And even with the Pickens at the top of the screen, why is he running just like a stop? Maybe it's just like, hey, if you don't like this down here, we can come back over there. Like, I don't know how he's reading this. He's probably reading this safety here. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew a little bit more of this. Like, I think he's reading. Yeah, you can see his eyes. His eyes are going right here. Yeah, he knows exactly. He's watching this guy. This guy kind of like slows down and squats on this. Then I know I've got this post. That's where he's reading. He's reading this right here. If this guy comes down, if he goes here over top of right here, then he's got this vertical seam right here. Even still, this guy's going to come and get it. But let's talk about Dak here. I apologize if I'm going kind of bouncing all over here. So, we get the snap. 1, 2, 3. Back foot hits. I'm going to hitch. He's wanting to see this safety here. I think he kind of wanted to throw the football. Wonderful job by Dak. Where's he going to go with the football right now? Where's he going to go? He's got nothing right now. Sees the safety. See how he sees the safety kind of take this little bit inside track on this number 2 vertical. That's where Dak knows he's got the post. Takes one more hitch to get power. Throws a ball, puts it on him. And then, yeah, that's just a drop by CeeDee Lamb right there. Almost turns into a pick. But let's see Dak right here. This is what we want to see more so. 1, 2, 3. Back foot hits. He's looking at that safety. He wanted to unload the football there. Doesn't have it. Good job. I think, throws a beautiful ball. That's a beautiful football. Beautiful, beautiful ball. That could have changed the game. So we're just going to jump right to the all-22 on this very last play. Dak, the play prior to, does a good job of manipulating the pocket, moving nice in the pocket, gets to his running back coming underneath on the check down for a very manageable 4th and 3. So this is the football game here. This is the one where they get CeeDee Lamb on this Nice little slot fade here. This vertical. This is a tough, tough ball to throw, and this is a tough play to make. I mean, I think both CD and Dak would both love to have this play back, but we get the motion to come under here, so we get a 2x2. We get the guy traveling with them, so Dak is probably reading man right now. Man. We got CD on Cooper. The Eagles, we've seen this over and over again. If there's Coopers in the slot, he's going to get some hands on him. You know what I mean? So we get a nice little switch release. Pickens is just going to run this. Man, he's, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think. Put in the comments. Let me know what your guys thought. I thought Pickens, I mean, it's his first game, but he looks slow coming off the ball. If the ball wasn't coming to him, like he's not running super hard, keep an eye on that for throughout this season. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you guys not to digress here. See how he comes like this inside, stands right up, gets pushed off, and then he's like, okay, it's not coming to me, whatever. So they do almost like this, I don't know, the concept, whatever. You're just going to get, I think this is supposed to be a post to clear this corner out, clear the safety out, and then we're going to get this switch release here, like this little flat wheel route up the sideline here. So Cooper tries to get hands. CD does a great job winning the route. He's got him. This is a tough, I mean, he's got him. Like, he's got him. That's a tough ball, man. That's a tough ball. Let's go back to Dak's drop. This is where, if we're gonna knock, like, I mean, he's 10th year in his career, okay? 10th year. This is where the criticism of Dak Prescott can be on point, if you will, or very rightfully so called out, if that makes sense at all. Why? This is 4th and 3. Again, we can knock Schottenheimer. We saw 4 plays now, three plays where we had like opportunities to like move the football in big times or to score a touchdown, and we ran back-to-back 4 verticals within this 3 plays, and then 4th and 3, and we're running this post wheel to the field side on 4th and 3. You got this, again, you're trying to clear this out for underneath if you don't like that. I don't know, man. Like, to me, that just seems like, I thought Schottenheimer called a great game, but on 4th and 3 with the ball, with the game on the line, that's where we want to go with the football. Like, that's what we come up with. Like, thus far, that's our best play. I don't know. I'm giving a knock on Schottenheimer on that one. But let's go to Dak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. I can get a bit sped up here. So this is essentially a 7-step drop if he's under center. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back foot hits. Hitches. Ball's out. On time. Makes a fair... It's throws with anticipation. This goes against everything that any fan or media have said, like, Dak can't throw deep on anticipation and timing, and he's inaccurate. This is a tough ball, man. You got a great defense. You got a great player in Cooper DeJean. He's not like completely out of phase here, and you can just put this ball wherever. He's on his hip. I mean, if he drops that in here, like that's a big time throw. And CD, who's a top receiver, lays perfectly out and just hits his hands. Let's watch the end zone view of Dak Prescott to finish this video off. So let's watch his drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitch, ball out. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm no quarterback mechanic guru. I do have a really good idea of it, though. But he does what he's supposed to do. Holds the safety with his eyes. You get a middle field closed look. We know the safety's not going to go over. Boom. I'd like to see... Remember before, like how we had that strong base? I think maybe on his deep balls, like, get that stronger base. Rotate that hip now. See how his hip stops? Boom, right there. See that? See how it, like his hip kind of goes up. I don't know if that makes sense at all. I don't have the chalk to draw, but see how his hip, like, watch like kind of where his towel is. See how his hip goes up. See that? His hip goes up. That probably like what's makes it kind of go a little bit further than it needs to, rather than getting that nose to dive right down a little bit further. But anyway, guys, I mean, Dak Prescott played very, very well. The story, the headline of my video is Dak back? I don't think he was ever gone. I think he just got injured. This right here, man, this just shows like he can play football at a high level in the NFL. It's these moments where we're playing a division rival who's beat us up last year, who has gone to 2 out of the 3 Super Bowls, has won a Super Bowl. The other quarterback standing on the sideline has an MVP, has outplayed Mahomes twice in those Super Bowls. These are those gotta have it moments. I know it's week 1, and I'm the biggest component and the biggest advocate. It's week 1 at a 17-week season. We can't take too much away from it, but there is some big pluses here, and I think Dak is going to lead Dallas into like a top 15, top 10 offense. Maybe not top 10, but top 10 to top 15. I think Dallas can be a really good offense, and I think I might have been wrong on my preseason prediction. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. Let's get into some comments. Let's get into some discussions. X's and O's, generalization. No, I'm not saying generalization. Let's get into some X's and O's and what you guys think about the game from Dallas, how Dak played. Do you think he's going to be able to sustain this? Do you think he'll be able to elevate his game? Do you think he'll be able to come up better in these bigger moments? And what did you think about Brian Schottenheimer? What'd you think about him? I kind of gave a few bit of criticism here on this 4th and 3 play. Excuse me, those 2 plays that were like in the high red of the Philadelphia Eagles, and the play where we get 4 verticals on 2 of those plays. Yeah, I don't know. I give Brodenheimer a bit of a minus in that 4th quarter because of those kind of concepts. I think we could have came up with a few better concepts. But again, it's week 1. You're not going to have the entire playbook. And overall, just you got to be really happy as a Dak fan and a Cowboys fan. All right, guys, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you on the next Chalk Talk with T.O.